Alright, got a quick battle here from Odium's Trudge versus Windup. Empire and Slaanesh. Had another good replay of this last patch between Koops and somebody. Maestro, I think. So we'll see how this time it goes. It looks like we have Demonette spam. Demonettes are so weird, dude. Every time I try to use them and try to enjoy them, Demonettes just instantly fall apart at the slightest suggestion of damage, so it makes me really sad, but some people can make it work. We have triple Exalted Demonette, including the Bringers of Beguilement. We have Chaos Warriors with Hell Scourges mixed with Devoted Martyrs of Slaanesh. We have two Martyr Horsemen of Slaanesh, and that's why I didn't bother talking about the Lord, because she literally died instantly to the Templehof Luminarch. We also have a Seeker, two Seekers of Slaanesh. Cool. On the other side, Ulrika for a hero caster with Pendulum and Melkos Mystifying Miasma. Pendula sucks, never take it. Don't know why people would ever do that to themselves. But some people still take Pendulum, some people still like to lose video games, I suppose. Boris Todbringer is pretty good against demonic factions. He has a lot of abilities that can lower their leadership, making them easier to crumble. It looks like he only brought his mount's Blood Roar, so he doesn't actually have his extra stuff. Templehof Luminarch has already paid for itself on that one shot it did onto the Herald and killing her. If anybody thinks I was too hard on Pendulum, I just hate this spell. Like, if you're taking it for fun, that's fine, but it actually, like, sucks. For the rest of the Empire, it's a crap ton of state troops, and this is quick battle, so you can take as many spearmen as you want, pretty much, because the shields count as a different unit for some reason. And then you have crossmen, huntsmen. Gotcha. Slaanesh is closing in. They're already down in the balance power because, you know, their Lord and Caster died instantly. Chaos Warriors are going to collapse onto the front line. Their whips giving them an impressive melee stat that should keep them grinding for quite a while through these swordsmen. Plus 100 armor, so even when the swordsmen do manage to get it, it's not going to do that much damage. And a Templehof shot down the side takes out about a third of their HP. This is actually probably the best game I've ever seen Templehof have. A Luminarch, sorry. They're not all Templehofs, but still. Boris is going to land, try and help his beleaguered spearmen with these demonettes. But with Skirmish Cav nearby and Seekers charging in as well, Boris might not want to stay in this fight for too long, now surrounded by those cavalry. Does get a Pendulum down. It does very little damage. God, I hate that spell. I do. I do. Frontline is starting to fall apart for the Empire. They'll have to pull up some of their back to man the front line, and that will open up some holes for the Skirmish Cav or for the Seekers to dive in and do some stuff. But Crossmen and Huntsmen are making the Slaanesh Cavalry pay for every inch of ground they take, and the front line has officially collapsed, so let's see what happens over here. Templehof Luminarch must have shot something somewhere, because I saw a spark go off in the forest. Demonettes catch the Huntsmen for now, getting the leadership super low, and everybody's already routing. Meanwhile, Boris takes the fight to the outside. He gets super mucked up in Seekers, and the Seekers are almost going to start demonic display crumbling, but not quite yet. Bringers of Beguilement do get into the cookie jar. They catch 3 units with their rampage. One of them has already started rampaging. Another crossman is actually going to get away before that rampage takes their life. The spearman is also stuck fighting them. Balance power is danger low for Slaanesh. It's so close to army losses at 3 minutes in. The Empire backfield is full of routing units, or about to be, and more Exalted Demonettes catch up to Boris Todbringer along with these Seekers, really putting him under pressure. Meanwhile, the Templehof Luminarch sits in the background ready to get off another shot somewhere for some reason, somehow. Boris charges through Chaos Warriors. No, these Devoted Marauders of Slaanesh with Hell Scourges. They're not Chaos Warriors. Ooh, but that does take him close to the Bringers of Beguilement, who are actually in this fight. Now he's Rampage stuck in all of these troops. The Bringers of Beguilement have pretty insane melee stats. They should be able to churn through them. 67 melee attack plus armor piercing. It's kind of brutal. Boris, again, the Seekers pile in onto him. He's getting awfully low on health, down to about a third-ish. And a Melkos Mystifying Miasma trying to do a little bit of damage to those Bringers of Beguilement, get rid of them, but it's not going to be enough to save poor Boris, who is about to rout. Ulrika is standing nearby. She is also in melee combat with more Devoted Marauders, as that Luminarch continues to just pop shots from the distance onto random Chaos Warriors. Another Pendulum onto a bunch of grouped up dudes. Another extremely pitiful display of damage. I hate that spell. Stop taking that spell until it gets significant buffs. Bringers of Beguilement, where are you? You are now kind of fucking with Ulrika a bit. Seekers are still chasing around Boris. Their leadership is barely holding together. They are almost demonic instability crumbling. There they start to go. Now they're rallying again. If Boris had brought his other thing, I think it's Crush the Weak, he could have shattered those guys off. Balance power is still incredibly low for Slaanesh. Just so fucking terrible. But Ulrika is afflicted by the Rampage. Doesn't quite proc on her, and she is able to run. Meanwhile, Boris Todbringer continues to get chased around by those Seekers. They can't seem to actually, like, lock him in place and kill him. Oh, they even had to use a Tier 2 armor ability just to physically stop him from moving so the Seekers can catch up to him. But even then, he's healing almost more than they're dealing damage to him just because Seekers are so fucking dumb. Like, look at them just running around in circles. Fucking dumbass Seekers. I hate Seekers. If you're taking Pendulum, stop it. If you're taking Seekers, also stop it. But what do I do for armor-piercing cavalry for Slaanesh? Don't. You don't play Slaanesh. But what if I really want? I don't know what to tell you. They suck. They're terrible. Yes, you need them, but they're terrible. Bringers of Beguilement are going to just chew up the Tempelhof Luminarch from full health, already down to half, down to less than that, and is rampaging all the way through. Exalted Demonettes are fading away from just being near Boris, and Seekers continue to run around circles with him. Don't take Seekers. They are bad. What else do I take? I don't know, but not Seekers. Anyway, Tempelhof Luminarch does rout, which will stop its rampage and maybe save its life. Nope, too little, too late. Bringers of Beguilement kill it entirely. Seekers are still trying to finish off Boris Todbringer. Don't say it, human boy. I won't, but you know what you did. Don't take Seekers. Don't do it. If your question is, what else do you bring? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my biggest disappointment when I play Slaanesh. They're fun right now, but, like, their cavalry sucks ass. Because Hellstriders with Hellscourges are okay. Hellstriders with the Spears suck. And then Seekers suck. And then Heartseekers suck. There they go. They finally killed Boris, which does spike down the Empire's leadership a bit, causing a couple more units to rout. Some of them even shatter. Bounce power is still abysmal for Slaanesh. We have one Chaos Warrior with Hell Scourges. We have another Devoted Marauder with Hell Scourges that's almost routing. Two Seekers that are so low on HP, they might rout if you even, crumble if you even look at them. We have the Bringers of Beguilement, who are also very low. So Slaanesh is all overall just very, very low. Ulrika's chilling. She even throws out a Melkoth onto the Chaos Warriors, doing a lot of damage to them. She and the Huntsman and the Crossman are all making a firing line. They're trying to peel off these Chaos Warriors, but they can't quite. Slaanesh pushes up. Slaanesh moves in. Seekers get a rear charge onto all these units, are going to get them to rout, but then the Seekers themselves will lose enough leadership that they are about to start crumbling as soon as this charge completes. Once their charge bonus wears off, they are going to crumble away. Almost guaranteed. Holy crap. They're actually rallying. Wow, son of a gun. Good for them. The archers are all routed by the Chaos Warriors and the Devoted Marauders that have pushed through. Bounce power is still danger low for Slaanesh. And the Seekers manage to surround Ulrika. She Melkoths one of them. The other one just starts demonic instability crumbling from being in combat with her. So there it goes. It is gone. The other one takes so much damage from Melkoths. It might be going. It might be gone. But Ulrika takes a ton of damage in the trade. And here are those Bringers of Beguilement. They have gotten Boris killed with their rampage. They've gotten the Tempelhof Luminar killed with their rampage. And do they rampage poor Ulrika? She is crumbling for now. She has not been afflicted by Rampage yet, and there is the Rampage. She stops dead in her tracks. She's going to continue crumbling away as the Seekers have faded at last. Balance of power is still very far against Slaanesh, but the Bringers of Beguilement tear Ulrika limb from limb, killing off the Empire Caster and their only leadership. Now the balance of power is creeping back towards the middle, but there's still so many people to fight. A single Devoted Marauder, a single Chaos Warrior, and the Bringers of Beguilement, who are also low, but they're mostly state troops, so no one really cares. Crossmen firing in on the Bringers of Beguilement, doing a little bit of damage, but not a ton. And here the Bringers and the Chaos Warriors just deal with every state troop that comes at them. Balance power swings wildly into the favor of Slaanesh, and it keeps rising as more and more chaff are deleted. You don't need a Lord. You just don't. Zero value on the Lord. She died instantly. 4,300 on the Bringers of Beguilement, 1,000 and 1,200 on the other two Exalted Demonet Seekers. They did all right in this battle for once in their entire lives, but man, they had to be handheld to do it the entire way. Marauder Horse and Slaanesh did nothing and got murdered. Chaos Warriors and Slaanesh did okay, and Marauders and Slaanesh did fine. On the other side, for wind-up Boris Todbringer, he did okay. I definitely prefer him with his other debuffs. He's definitely a better support lord with those. Ulrika did fantastically. So did the Tempelhof Luminarch. Huntsman did well, Crossman did well, and the Empire State troops mostly just were fed into the meat grinder of Slaanesh. GG. Roar! Subscribe, yes, yes.